Hello! So we are going to be talking about The Crossover by Kwame Alexander today, and it is a phenomenal young adult lit book, phenomenal book in general. It's won several awards, including the Newbery Award, which is a big deal. So this book is all about a 13-year-old boy named Josh. He's actually the narrator of our story, and he and his twin brother JB are really good pros on the basketball court in their middle school basketball team, and their dad was actually a professional basketball player as well. So it's all about Josh just navigating through middle school and through liking girls and all of that. It's really great, and it's told in verse and hip-hop, which is really important. So I want to talk about the qualitative readability of The Crossover, which requires our thinking glasses. So basically there are a lot of different levels of meaning in this book. If you are able to inference, you can use your inferencing skills to know that this is like a pretty wealthy family, very well off. The father was a professional basketball player, and they are a black family who both of the boys are college bound, even though they're only 13 years old, but they know they can probably get basketball scholarships. So you can make these inferences even though these things are unspoken. So next we're going to switch gears and talk about mental text features. I hope that's not backwards. So first we're going to talk about elements of craft. So there's a lot of rhythm and rhyme and onomatopoeia. I put a wow for those of you who will get that. Good for you. And so there's a lot, since I did say that this is written in verse, there's so much rhyme and rhythm and meter to just go around. And so an example of onomatopoeia in it is even on the first page. Swoosh. And then I'm going to read a little bit of rhythm and rhyme to you. This is on the second page, and it's titled Josh Bell, which is our narrator's name. If anyone else called me fresh and sweet, I'd burn mad as a flame. But I know she's only talking about my game. See, when I play ball, I'm on fire. When I shoot, I inspire. The hoop's for sale, and I'm the buyer. So that's just a bit of the rhyme and rhythm that go into this. The next one I want to talk about is irony. So irony is a definition that a lot of students get very confused. And what I absolutely love about this book is Josh comes in with definitions on some of his pages. He just wants to define a word. How ironic is it that he has a definition about ironic? He writes, having a curious or humorous, unexpected sequence of events marked by coincidence, as in the fact that Vondi hates astronomy and his mom works for NASA is ironic. As in, it's not ironic that Grandpa died in a hospital and Dad doesn't like doctors. Next, we're going to switch gears to dialogue versus description. This is another mental text feature I wanted to talk about. And so a big part of this is Josh is telling us his narration of his family life and everything that's going on in his world right during this time. And there's a lot of thoughts that we get that we have to pick up on that he doesn't necessarily give us. So one of them is he's really worried about his dad because he's sick. And so this is a bit of this, and see what you can find from this. Some of it goes in Dad's mouth. Then I hear the sound of coughing, and Dad is no longer leaning against the car. Now he's moving toward the hose and laughing. So is JB. Then Dad grabs the hose and sprays both of us. Now I'm laughing too, but only on the outside. So you can already pick up that this is just a great book full of different learning experiences that any grade level could have, from like probably I would say 6th or 7th up. And I'm reading it now and I'm a graduate student. So that's to say that there's tons to be learned from this book, tons to enjoy, and I just totally recommend it. The Crossover by Kwame Alexander. Okay.